Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. So today we're in the garage with the KRX and we're going to try to make it quieter. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. Let me explain. So I don't mean exhaust modifications or anything to your engine. What I mean is adding a little sound deadening. So here's my dilemma. I am used to the Pioneer, 4,000 miles or so on that. And when you're cruising down a road at 25 miles an hour through my neighborhood, which I do a lot, taking the kids to school or to run errands, the neighbors' houses, whatever, I can upshift the Pioneer into 6th gear, and it's about 3,000 RPM. Now, I do have the hard roof on the Pioneer, and I currently have the windshield, and that actually makes it louder. It makes sound bounce back in. The KRX, on the other hand, you're cruising on 25 miles an hour, and you're like 46 to 4,800 RPM. If you kick that up to the speed limit of like 40 miles an hour, you're pushing almost 6,000 RPM. So the KRX is a lot louder. Now, in fairness, the Pioneer has a 6-speed transmission, just like the Talons, and this thing is a belt drive. So you expect it to be louder because it's always going to be in that correct RPM range, so you always have power on tap. With the Pioneer or the Talons, you have to kind of downshift, but they're two different machines. So how am I going to do this? Like I said, sound deadening. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pop this back cover off right here, and we're going to add some sound deadening. Now, it's not expensive. I went on Amazon, and I bought this. This is just some imitation cheap sound deadening. It's about $20. I'll put a link in the description below. Now, it's right here. It's got your sticky back. And I got the 80 mil thick stuff. So this, I'm hoping, will quiet it down. Well, how do I know, is what you're asking? Well, let me show you. So I took my phone, and I went ahead, and I strapped it right back here. I have a strap, and I downloaded an app. And on that app was just a decibel meter app. I don't know how accurate it is, honestly. I took it for a run up to 40 and then 60 miles an hour. Now on that run, my maximum decibel was 85 decibels and the average was 68 decibels, and it lets me record it. So I've already gone ahead and done that, and I'll show you a picture right now. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to remove this, put some sound deadening in there, and then do the same run to see if it makes a difference. Is it worth it? Maybe I just wasted 20 bucks, who knows? But let's go ahead and see what it looks like, or really, let's see what it sounds like. So let's start taking this stuff apart. Now to do this is a really simple process. You don't need a lot of tools. You need your sound deadening. I have the pliers, but you can use a small flathead screwdriver to pull out the push pins. And then a lot of times the sound deadening, you can pick these up. They're $2 to $6 a piece. I've used this thing, I've got my money's worth. I put sound deadening in a lot of vehicles. I can do door speakers and whatnot. So you don't need it, but they do help. Let's go ahead and get this apart. So to pull this apart, it looks like it's just 3 push pins. Set that aside, and there you go. So this right here is a piece I want to sound deaden. As you can see, all it does is it covers up your air intakes. So going from the CVT and the air box. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna clean this up so I have a nice surface. This is just some degreaser. You don't want residue left on there. Now I've got a nice clean surface I can put the sound deadener on to stick to. Now there's a couple of ways to do this if you've never done it. You can use a pair of scissors to cut this stuff, and that's what I do, or some people use an X-Acto knife. And basically I'm just going to line everything up on here and just cut it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. The key is getting it to stick is to press it down, and that's where the rollers come in handy. So let's go ahead and let's get this on, put it back on there, and see if we made it any quieter. I mean, 85 decibels is pretty loud. I'd like to quiet it down maybe to 80, but we'll see. everything is done and installed. As you can see, it is not perfect. I ended up using 4 pieces out of that box. It comes with 10. So I kind of double up on some areas just because I was too lazy to cut everything to fit. But there's definitely some heft here. I think this probably weighs 2 or 3 times the weight that it did. So now let's go ahead and stick it back on and do another run. Now for those of you wondering, I'll show you what it looks like up here. And for those of you who have never taken this top piece off, as you can see, just nice and dirt. This is the back of your bed liner, which comes out pretty easy. And then here's the bar that holds everything in. So let's go ahead and get this reinstalled. Now what you'll notice is these clips right here. On the front there is where the front of that piece right there will clip in. I won't be able to do it one-handed. And then you get your 3 push pins. Let's get this lined up. This goes just like that. And then down. Let's get that back installed. Now the only thing left to do is go drive it. I got the phone. I'll set it up when I get to the corner. I'll do the run and we'll see how we do. All right, let's see where we're at. Let me go ahead and get my screenshot. Okay, so this is a recap. I put 4 sheets of sound editor on that back piece. Didn't know if it was gonna make a difference at all, and it did. So let me show you right here. 4 decibels difference. Pretty cool, huh? For under 20 bucks, it was a 4 decibel drop. Now, I think the reason being is it's right there behind your head. I mean, that bar is right here. Is it a significant drop? That's really on you. 4 decibels. Can you tell it wide open throttle? Absolutely not. I don't have a full windshield. I have the little half thing. You know, yet wind going at 65 miles an hour. I did the same loop I did the first time I got into it, went all the way up to 65, came back down. If you notice on there, the average is also dropped. That could be a play of a lot of things. It could have been more traffic, less traffic, more wind, less wind. But I was honestly just looking for the max. So 4 decibel drop. Now when you're sitting there at idle, yes, you can definitely hear a difference. I haven't cruised around enough with this on there at 25 miles an hour to see if it's a significant difference, but you know what? Why not? For 20 bucks, who cares? So this wasn't my idea. This was some other KRX owners. They know who they are. You got Don, Kenny, and Joey. They came up with this. They've actually gone to the extent of sound deadening way more than I have and than I will. So thank you to them for sharing their information. That's what's so great about the internet, whether it be YouTube, forums, whatever. There's a lot of great information out there that doesn't cost you anything. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to do it, if it works for you. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And until next time.